Looks like we're making up for lost time. Need you to spell it out for me. Crossing over on all night. It's like a type of alchemy. Introduce me to your best friend. I can come and slide right in. A satellite ain't even that far. I kinda wonder where you are. Already know I can leave it alone. Oh my mind. Already gave you the time and the place. So don't be shy. Just come be the man I need.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena. I'm so excited to take you guys with me on this Japan trip, and it's super special because I'm going with my brother and his best friend. Doing things a little different. We're actually going to start off in Osaka and then make our way back to Tokyo. I think lots of good food and neon lights, kimonos, temples, lots of sake. And let me actually mention now that this Japan series is going to be broken into 4 parts. Part 1 will be Osaka and Kyoto. Part 2 will be Tokyo. And then part 3 and 4 is actually going to be completely solo. We're going to check out Okinawa and then finally do Tokyo solo as well. We'll get into that a little later. Let's dive into part 1. After a very long 13-hour flight, we finally got to Tokyo. We were exhausted. Immigration was pretty smooth, thankfully. Something to note, though, I will say, is that Japan has a very extensive list when it comes to things you need to declare. A lot of the common medications we use in North America are on this list, so double check. My brother's on ADHD meds, and he had to provide documentation and get approval to bring his meds way before the trip. But because he was prepared, it was pretty quick and straightforward once we got there. Anyways, we're at Tokyo Airport. We are about to head to Osaka, but because we didn't want to carry around our big bags, we used one of the delivery services to send our bag straight to Osaka. She said that it's supposed to get there tomorrow, but then she's like, maybe the 16th. So anyways, we're just gonna hope for the best. It's gonna work out.
For your vlog, you can say that you don't need to like book this train ahead of time. Instead, you can just buy the tickets from you.
So what my brother was trying to say is that it's best to book your Shinkansen ahead of time, because if you don't make that one, you can always get on to the next train. However, with the express trains from the airport to Tokyo Station, if you miss it, you're gonna have to buy a whole new ticket. We booked our Shinkansen tickets directly on the SmartX website, but you can also book it through Klook. Another major tip before getting to Japan is to download the Sukiya app. This is the English version in the App Store. You'll use it to tap in and out of local trains, subways, buses, and you can also use it to pay at some small vendors. Just trust me and download it before you get there. I added it to my Apple Wallet, and it was just super convenient to reload and directly use from there. I forgot to set up my eSIM at the airport, so I had to do it on the train, but this is my go-to eSIM company for all my trips. I find they just have the best unlimited data plans. Made it to Tokyo Station. Very smooth. Our track was a little confusing getting into this section where the Shinkansen is, because like you technically, we were trying to scan our tickets that we got for bullet train, but you're actually supposed to scan the tickets that we got to get through to Tokyo Station first, and then you scan your ticket for the bullet train. Tokyo at the airport, we checked our suitcases in to go get delivered to Osaka. However, that team's having such a hard time communicating with the lady, even though we were using Google Translate. I don't know. There was just a lot of...
It was still hard.
Yeah. So, but we just somehow were like, take the bags. But she didn't say no. To me, it was like, I feel like she would have said no if we had the address of where we wanted it to go, but it's an Airbnb and they usually don't send it to Airbnbs. But she accepted it, and we were trying to tell her like, you could send it to the store in Osaka and we'll get it from Osaka. And we've been anxious this whole entire time, and now she's been tracking it. So he finally said that the tracking started. It's been shipped. But my whole thing is, it's gonna get to Osaka. As long as it's in Osaka, even if the delivery fails, then it'll...
It's on the expressway.
Oh, fun. Just hold it at a store and we can go pick it up from there. And it was $54 Canadian for both bags, which I thought was really good.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. Once we got to the Airbnb, we dropped off our bags and we were starving. We just went to a ramen spot close by, which actually turned out to be the best ramen that I had the entire trip. For 3 bowls of ramen, 2 appetizers, and 3 beers, it was about like $50. Alright, good morning guys. Early start to the day. We all got up 5:30, 6 o'clock. So we got up, Mike did a coffee run. We just started getting ready because we're like, you know what, we're up. We might as well just use up the day. Our breakfast reservation is until 11 because I kind of thought that we were like, I didn't know how the day was going to be or how the night was going to be and if we were going to feel rested, you know, if we were going to have trouble falling asleep. So I didn't want to make anything too early, but the joke is, we're up early. We're gonna go explore a little bit then, I guess. We got our coffee. That's the most important thing. The place that we're going to this morning is a pancake spot. So we're gonna try some Japanese pancakes, which I'm really excited about because I've never had them. The boys haven't either. And the one we're going to had some really good reviews. It's all over TikTok. But the thing with TikTok is not everything that everybody recommends on TikTok is good. I try to get recommendations from certain people that are foodies and that are like, they like are critics. They actually will say when something's not good. Like I said, today's supposed to be a really low-key day. Like, even though I slept for 4 hours, I feel okay right now. But we'll see how the day goes. Sometimes you just gotta accept, especially with these type of trips. First day is gonna be a struggle. Guys, let me formally introduce you to my travel partners for this trip. Wanna say hi?
Hi.
My brother Nathaniel.
I'm Mike.
And Mike.
Hold me close, so ain't nothing wrong with you. Yeah, we said our vows, I've been
Mike saw this pig cafe and he's like, I'm gonna go check it out while you guys wait. It's actually a real pig cafe.
Please treat our piglets gently and kindly. Check. Please keep our piglets safe by following our biosecurity guidelines. Check.
Any micro, she said micro pigs.
Micro pigs. Snouts.
Yeah.
They'll probably come to me when I'm saying
Mom would be so pissed. Oh, he's coming over here. The single one has come on me. I think they feel the energy. Oh
No.
my gosh, Nathan's peeing right behind you. All of a sudden I want to go. No. We went to Happy Pancake for breakfast, and like I mentioned, it was very highly recommended. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I found it very mid. The line was insane, so if you do decide to go, make a reservation. I'm thinking maybe it's just more of an acquired taste. I don't know, but I just definitely wasn't the biggest fan of the spot. Alright guys, so when we got in last night, I was so tired that I didn't take proper content of our Airbnb. So let me show you guys now. As soon as you walk in, there is the living room area, nice sized dining table, couch and stuff. There's a bathroom down here. And then there's a nice little kitchen. This is like such a great place if you want to stay for a long period of time. And also if you have a big group, because one thing about Japan hotels might be okay with 3 people and some, but it can be tight. And we wanted space. We each have our own room. This is Mike's room. It's more of like a traditional style. So he obviously didn't make the bed this morning, but this is his room. There's a nice little storage space. It's quite spacious. Hello. There's a bathroom. Sorry, it's a mess in here. Shower, bathroom area. So realistically speaking, somebody could take a shower and could be in the bathroom. Somebody could be washing their face and stuff. But what we've been doing is when the person's in the shower, we just give them their whole space. There's another set of stairs. Like I said, this place is huge. This is where my brother has been sleeping. Very nice, very spacious. Like this huge area here, not sure what it's for. And then the room I've been staying in with a cute little vanity. Like, how perfect is that? Obviously they gave me this room for that. thing that I would say about this Airbnb is I wish there was another shower. For how big it is, I wish there were 2 showers. But it's nice that there's 2 bathrooms at least.
We had originally planned to do a lot of shopping that day, but when the jet lag hit, our body said absolutely not. So we did a little bit of exploring after breakfast and we headed back to the Airbnb early to get some rest. And honestly, it was the best decision because we felt so much better for the evening.
Don't you worry, I'm fine and I got nobody to blame.
For dinner, we went to another highly recommended spot. This one you couldn't make a reservation for and there was a massive lineup, but they did have a virtual queue so you could walk around and explore while you waited. And let me just say, this one deserved every single bit of hype. The food was so good. My only regret was not ordering more.
You guys are gonna kill me because I'm getting a line. It's a massive lineup, but everybody said these dumplings are really good, so I have to try them.
To leave, don't ever.
Flavorful.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine with the fried?
Not good.
Imagine with the fried dumplings.
Oh my god.
I got the hype. The line was huge. It's only day 2, but I understand why people love Japan. 2 things that stick out to me. 1, as a black traveler, I actually feel so comfortable. That says a lot. I don't even gotta think about anything. Like, I just feel so comfortable. There's no weird stares. There's no hesitation with anything. There's literally nothing that makes you feel uncomfortable. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, that was something when I was younger that I would hear people that look like me that would travel to Asia and they would say that people would stare at them weird, people would ask them to take them pictures of them. I don't like that kind of stuff. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. I can't. It just puts me in a like, ugh, an ugly. I don't like it. Not an ounce of discomfort. And then 2, food, top tier. Good morning. It is day 3. We are checking out of our Airbnb here in Osaka. So the plan for today is to make our way to Kyoto, which I am so excited about. Nati wants to, the things that he really wanted to buy while we were here in Japan was a knife. He initially was gonna get it in Kyoto, but they actually make them here in Osaka and then they ship them out to Kyoto. So yesterday I was like, why don't we just go to the source? Like, let's go. He's like, yeah, kind of a little bit out the way, but I'm like, when are you gonna be in Japan? Go to the source and get what you want. I can't wait to show you guys the Airbnb that we booked for Kyoto. I think that's gonna be my favorite. The day that we get to each destination, I kept it like kind of open for us to kind of get used to the environment, our neighborhood, see what's around, and then just kind of like freely explore. I love doing that as well. And that's it. Then we're gonna go explore and then we're gonna see Kyoto. So I can't wait to take you guys with me. I'm gonna tell you guys about the company that we used to deliver our suitcases from Tokyo to Osaka. It's this spot right here. Right now we just used it to store our suitcases because we had to check out of the Airbnb, but there's a couple of things that we wanted to do. We didn't want to carry our suitcases around, so we stored them. We're too late for the same day delivery to Kyoto. We're just going to store it for a couple of hours. It was literally $8.
Airbnb in Kyoto was more of a ryokan-style accommodation. Forgive me if I'm not saying that correctly. But it was the perfect vibe and the reset that we needed after the energy from Osaka. It was just giving very much so Japan. Last night when we got in, we grabbed some food around the corner and we just ended up staying in and enjoying the Airbnb. But day 2 was all about exploring. Just a heads up, they do have a local ride app similar to Uber that you'll want to download, as we did find the rates were better on that app at times.
Thank you. Okay, you can't tell me this is not the cutest thing.
So this is a different type of blend?
The daughter, both is soft roasted, but daughter is the lighter, clear fish.
Now, I had this cafe saved for months, so I was really excited when I was able to get a reservation while planning this trip, which I highly recommend you do if you plan on going. It was just so nice in there. It was giving very warm, cozy vibes, and it had this like old world charm to it, like you stepped into a little time capsule. It had wooden shelves, soft lighting, and everything just felt so intentional but not trendy. It just felt like a place that had been loved for decades. They do keep things very simple when it comes to the menu. It wasn't extensive at all, but you can tell that everything was made with so much care. We got a couple of different coffee blends and just tried each other's. Everything was so good, but I must say you guys have to try the honey and cheese toast. It was honestly life-changing.
Like the toast is so good. The coffee's really good.
Coffee's really good.
And the cheesecake.
The cheesecake is really good.
This is so good.
Are you savoring the cheesecake?
I saved all my favorite spots and reservation links in my Osaka and Kyoto guide, which I'll link in the description just in case you need some extra help planning your trip. We debated on doing an organized tour to hit up all the city's main landmarks this day. But the ones we found were either really long, like I'm talking 10-12 hour days, or they were shorter but missing some of the highlights that we were really excited to see. So we decided to just map it out ourselves and explore at our own pace. And honestly, thank God that we went on our own, because it was so hot that day that we ended up cutting it short and heading back to the Airbnb early. Had we booked a full day tour, we would have been stuck and probably a little sad about the money spent. And despite the heat trying to take us out a couple of times, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, Kyoto is absolutely beautiful and we did have a great day exploring.
We came home after today, long day. I don't even know if I'm gonna include, I don't even know if I got enough footage for you guys for the daytime because I was hot. I was melting. Every part of my body was dripping sweat. So if you're watching this, guys, Japan in the summer, questionable. This place would be so beautiful and ideal. It's still beautiful, like you can't take that away from the country, but I would feel so much more comfortable in the fall. It is so hot, so I couldn't even really focus. I got some pictures. I just realized I didn't even get enough footage in any of the temples or anything like that we visited. Yeah, anyways, the plan is we came home, we recharged. I feel good. I got pretty. I'm ready for the evening and we're gonna go to this like really nice area, walk around, have some dinner, and then we have a reservation for this one bar that's like really cool. Let's go.
You want wagyu?
I made reservations for all of the must-try places and for nights that we wanted nicer dinners, but I also left some space for spontaneous plans. And we did make it a point to take turns picking the restaurants on those nights. And on this night in particular was my brother's pick. I will have to say the service was incredible and the location was beautiful, but the food itself, was it life-changing? Not really, but it was still a really great experience.
training, so it's drink, okay? Yeah, no calorie. No calorie. Yeah, no calorie. Take too much. Okay, not take off, okay? Not take off.
You gotta wear it the whole time? The next day started with the photo shoot in the Gion district because I mean, would you expect anything else from me? I'll pop up a few of the photos on screen and let me know in the comments if you want to know who shot them. It was such a fun experience and the photographer was amazing. The rest of the day was pretty laid back. We were planning on doing some shopping, but the heat got the best of me once again. So I ended up heading back to the Airbnb after lunch, grabbed some dessert, and just relaxed. Honestly, I wasn't even mad about it because our Airbnb was so beautiful. I really did want to soak it in. Now, dinner this night might have been the best meal I had the entire trip. And I'm so shocked people aren't talking about it. There's barely anything on it on social media. It just felt like such a hidden gem. It was super low-key and intimate, but the quality of the food was insane. I had A5 wagyu for $61 USD, which would have been easily $300 back. If there's any restaurant you're gonna say from this video, let it be this one. I promise you, you won't regret it. That meat, my God.
It melts in my mouth. Because I didn't think that a burger usually is just like a burger. The burger's amazing. Exceptional.
The traditional tea ceremony that I did in Kyoto was one of my favorite experiences from the trip. It felt very intimate and I loved how they explained the traditions and meanings behind every little gesture. From the way that they clean the tools to how the guest shows appreciation at the end, it just made the whole experience feel very sentimental and thoughtful. At the end, there is the option of adding the calligraphy class, which I did and highly recommend. It was challenging, but in the best way. It made me realize I want to push myself more in the creative and artsy spaces that are completely out of my comfort zone. And the staff were so patient and kind, it never felt rushed at all. And for everyone who asked, yes, you do get to keep the kimono on for the day and walk around the city if you'd like. You just have to return it in the evening. After the tea ceremony, I went to go meet the boys at Nishiki Market. Now, I expected to like it, but honestly, I loved it. The food, the colors, the people, it was such a vibe. The boys had actually gotten there earlier, and they were kind of over it by the time I got there. And I honestly think it was just because they rushed. At that point, they had left to go check out another store. I stayed back, took my time, and just really soaked it all in. I honestly was having the best time of my life. When they came back, they were so much more relaxed, and their experience completely changed. We ended up having the best time. We even found this little nook tucked off from the main strip that felt like a market within the market. It had more space, tables to eat. It was just the best energy. It felt like a little mini party. And just like that, it was time to catch the train to Tokyo, which means this is the end of part 1 of the Japan series. So let's wrap it up with my peak, pit, and plot twist. My peak was definitely Kyoto. Just getting lost, wandering through the Gion district. The whole place just felt like straight out of a movie. And dinner that last night, I'll never forget that meal. My pit was not getting to see more on day 4. That heat was extremely humbling. It just made being outside for long periods of time very difficult. And the plot twist? I definitely didn't expect to love Kyoto as much as I did. And I totally underestimated how big it is. I could have easily spent 6 nights there alone. Osaka filled us up and Kyoto slowed us down. And honestly, the first part of the trip has already been so unforgettable. Traveling with my brother and his best friend has been chaotic, but in the best way. And the crazy thing is we're just getting started. Next stop, Tokyo. So I'll see you guys in part 2.